blog post where we're going to go over how we're going to get access to 4 Reds and Battle Worlds coming next week. We're going to go over that here in a minute. But before we get into it, I got a bunch of free stuff, some things from Reddit that I think are a little bit more pressing, a little more interesting to me anyways. And we got to get to the most important thing at all is I'm not tiny. These guys are beasts, and it's an optical illusion. I'm like 6'1", 200 pounds. I don't know how this happened. A lot of people are saying, oh, what's it? It's just little, I don't know. Is the way the room. Let's move on. We got some bonus stuff here on kitty cats on the web store. There's these 2 chain offers. I believe they're in game 2, but I found them on the web. And if you click on the first one, you get some T4s, you get some training materials, and then also when I was in the event, there was a promo code that came in. So just in case you missed the promo code, Strike Force 7, you get 10 training orbs and 150 cores. Also, there was some compensation for the glitched codes. I don't believe that's been fully resolved, and if I have more information, I will let you know. Then STARJAMMERS. General consensus is they're not doing well inside of war. And I believed when concerns were brought up about how good STARJAMMERS or how terrible STARJAMMERS were, it's like, well, they're just in their lane, Crucible, right? They're not going to be good in war. That's the way we want. No, they're not doing good in Crucible. Full STARJAMMERS lose to Hive Mind, Super Scroll, in Cosmic Crucible. And then they state the statistics. This is multiple posts about this, and I've got screenshots on this. Liberty is better than STARJAMMERS and Cosmic Crucible. Wait, what? I was watching Xavier's stream, and Liberty plus Super Scroll on defense destroyed a full STARJAMMERS team. That was fun to see. I wonder if this is something to do with Super Scroll, because a lot of people are saying Super Scroll in these 3 posts. Maybe they're just bad against Super Scroll. Took full team against Orcus Black Knight. Nope. It's Orcus Black Knight too. They got creamed. Rocket Gruder Max. So something's wrong with the performance in Crucible. Because, I voiced my concerns. I made a video about how they were just truly, absolutely unplayable and awful inside of war. And I guess they're supposed to be, but in Crucible, what's the point of this team? I don't know. I'm planning on playing them tomorrow in my first round of Crucible. I'm going to be going up against Juicy, or it could be Duelim. I think Duelim's running Juicy's count right now. We'll see. This is not what I thought. I thought they were going to be at least as good as Immortals, right? At least as good as Immortal X-Men, but maybe not. So, also, Weekend War, I missed a post. Just curious if I missed a blog post about going back to 3 work starting this week. Yeah, they are. Or is anyone else caught off guard with this? Yes, a lot of people, even my Alliance War Captain was caught off guard by this. Knew it would happen eventually, but I figured they'd give a heads up. I don't know. 2 Wars per week, best quality life ever, just the title. Scopely, apparently going back to 3 wars per week. Going to 2 wars per week made my experience so much better without having to constantly worry about team orders. Yeah, I'm sure we'll get lots of, we'll just don't play if you don't like it, but everybody else stay engaged instead of hitting major burnout. So I believe that is one of the top priorities right now over at Scopely, based on the conversations I had with them during the week when I was at the HQ, is that they're aware of burnout associated with the complexity of war and the stress that it puts on Alliance war captains. And I think they're trying to come up with some sort of solutions to do that. I was generally worried about some of the solutions they were proposing. I was not impressed with that part. Like, pretty much the whole trip, I was like, oh, that's cool. I like that idea. I see what you guys are doing. That I'm excited too, if it works that way in game. The whole war part went, man, I was like, oh man, I don't think that's going to do what you think it's going to do. That doesn't sound, that was the one part of the presentation I was not thrilled about, is war. But I do want to say is they are trying to make war less stressful and less convoluted and less complicated and less time consuming. And because to this person's post exactly, right? This is what they're trying to address in some way. We'll see what they do. And then also the Scopely buys Pokemon Go. I believe that went publicly acknowledged it. There was a Bloomberg article a couple weeks ago, but I think this is official. That happened. I believe it was on Wednesday. Today's Friday, but I know there was a lot of buzz about that when I was back at Scopely headquarters about this actually happening. I'm not sure what this means to Pokemon Go players. I have no idea. I don't know how involved Scopely is going to be in the individual decisions on a game that is wildly successful. I mean, if we're looking at what Scopely's done outside of Monopoly Go, Pokemon Go is way, way, way more successful than any other Scopely game. On the outside is only Monopoly Go. Monopoly Go is also very successful. Let's get to the blog post. Set course for Battle World. We get Experience Throttle. I believe that's in effect already. We got some events starting. Lucky 7th year bash. Gear tier 20 upgrades now available. I just want to go in game, and there's some pretty drastic stat changes. And I think the smart play with gear tier 20 now being in the game is possibly to wait or fully research the teams that you think you're going to want to upgrade. But the stat increases on reworked characters versus post Aries characters is pretty drastic. So like, here's an example right here. Invisible Woman, 15,000 health. Oh my God, my cats ripped a hole in the portal in the universe. They're so happy that we're home and they're just playing with me. All right, we're gonna leave it there because we're recording a video. We're gonna push through even though your immersion has been destroyed. 15,000 health is nothing. Some of the post Aries characters are getting stat increases in the hundreds of thousands, or pretty close to 1 million. So I like with Jean Grey right here, right? Look at that. Well, that's not a good one either. But go and look at them before you push any buttons on any of this stuff. Go and look at the stats and see if it's worth doing. Because some of them, like there, 600,000 health, 40,000. Like some of the big ones I saw were like Odin. Well, I'm going to be taking Odin into the Professor X thing. So I pulled the trigger on it. Shadow King, yeah, we're going to do it. And I don't think that you should do it just because I'm doing it or anything like that. Do your own, research on that. But just keep in mind that some of these stat increases are huge on this particular piece here and absolutely meaningless on other characters. So just keep that in mind if you're going to start pulling the trigger on that. All right, let's go over here. Strike Pass featuring Joaquin, Falcon, Fine, X-Coin Shop, Legend is Born, 7 Years, One Legacy, Chapter 3, Spider-Earth. Battle World will be coming to the game on March 18th, which means a lot of people are going to be getting Knull. Not a lot of people, but people will be getting Knull. They've also got some insight into how we're going to get 4 reds on him. And then Envoy Cosmic Crucible Tournament. I'm sure we're going to get an announcement ahead of that or when that happens of what the new rules will be, the room rules for the next Cosmic Crucible tournament. So let's talk about Knull and Red Stars. King in Black earned Knull Red Stars, and in terrifying, awesome news, many of you will unlock Knull during the upcoming Battle World run. That's right. If you've been participating in Battle World and blasting away waves of enemies, then your time to recruit Knull to your roster is nearly here. When you unlock Knull, also unlock a special milestone, King in Black. Play every day and complete your daily objectives to progress through the King in Black milestone and unlock a 4 red Knull. Now, the one thing that this does not give us any information on is how long that is. Is it a month? Is it a week? Is it 3 days? What is it? I don't know. I don't think it's 6 months or anything weird like that. But if it was a week, that wouldn't surprise me. I have to see. X-Coin Shop, gear up for Xavier. And in general, I like these shops. I just gotta say I like the agency that, and it seems like there's usually good things that come in those shops. Time is coming to venture in the Age of X saga, recruit Professor Xavier. X-Coin Shop is your big chance to get a major influx of gear tier 20 pieces in your roster, so that's going to be a big deal. Earn X coins from events and select offers, and then head to the X-Coin Shop to select gear tier 20 pieces for your characters. And also, before we move on to that, I gotta say that there's an event right now, and I've been kind of playing around with the idea of, you know, what's the least amount that I can spend on this event to get the most amount of rewards. You know what I mean? Like, this is a thing, right? Like, how much, where am I on this? And, this is not Cosmic Crucible Gear Tier 20. Well, that was weird. What just happened there? It kicked me into, find me. Yeah, 52,000. How do I get into, the top 1,000 without spending a fortune? That's kind of where I'm at right now. Also, I've not played Crucible yet, so I'm sure that my number will go way up as soon as I play Crucible, because a lot of the points are tied to using STARJAMMERS inside of Crucible. But just keep that in mind that last time some people did spend a modest or small amount on individual events, and they unlocked Odin a lot faster than me. So that's something that I'm going to look into this time around that I did not consider during Odin. He is just so proud of what he did there. He is the star of the video. Oh my God, go get him. Yeah, they're just so happy that we're home. We were gone. Anyways, Twitch drops week 3. So drops are running right now for training materials next week, starting on Monday at server reset, which is 2 o'clock Pacific time. New set of drops will start, and that'll be for 700 power cores. Okay then. You're so cute. They're all I love my cats. I don't know. I think that's the end of the video, because we're just gonna have the Friday Fleek Fame, and then the rest of it's gonna be the events for the week. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And as always, bye for now. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.